Welcome back to our Sacramento Miners Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. It's about to be week 9, but before then, we need to make a trade if we want to, because the trade deadline is here. And ironically enough, the team that I've been looking to make a trade with is actually the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this guy is a former first-round pick, and you're like, oh, hey, well, not first-round. Yeah, well, actually, yes, a former first-round pick. DeMarco Hellams. He is considered a future starter, but obviously with Kevin Byard still going to be playing at least another 2 to 3 years, and Hufanga here for maybe another 10. I don't know about future starter. I'll even show you guys that I'm not just robbing some starter off their team real quick. One, he's on the trade block, which I actually probably should have looked at before, but Sidney Brown's also there. Some other good players, but I wanted a guy that wasn't going to cost me that much, and obviously this guy who, yes, he was a former first-round pick, is definitely not worth even close to a first-round pick. Now, he's not bad by any means, but the problem with him is, well, he's played in the league for 2.5 years now. He is 25 years old already, but more importantly, the issue with him is he hasn't played. He just hasn't done anything. He has 0 sacks, 0 interceptions, 4 tackles for a loss, and under 50 total career tackles in 2.5 seasons of play. And for a guy that was drafted in the first round, that is horrendous. And, of course, he needs a contract. He does probably have that 5th-year option because, once again, he was a first-round pick. At least it said pick 29, and it didn't show what round, so I assume that just meant first-round pick. So we're going to be trading for him. And like I said, this guy is not that great. Bubba Bolden is going to be their safety replacement for him, who's obviously a little bit lower and less potential. And a 6th round next year for Hellams, who once again isn't projected to be a starter here, but he definitely will play significant time, as he will now be our new number 2 safety at all positions. And in general, he is pretty talented, so you never know. He could actually replace TJ Allen depending on how he plays, as of course he does have insane hit power, 89 hit power, which is one of the highest on the team at this point. I don't know who would be higher. Maybe Dean. Not even Dean's as high as him. Tyndall and... oh, that's the wrong rating, actually. 86. Yeah, 85. Even lower than I would have thought. So, the hardest hitting player on the team now. And I wanted to replace Leo Chanel, but there just wasn't a replacement for him. So, we're going to be moving on to week 9. That is the only trade we're going to make, which, I mean, it's significant. Safety, backup safety's all right. Of course, going to week 9, no breakouts yet again. No players of the week or anything like that. But we'll take a look at the players of the week, even though it wasn't us, regardless. Levis, Julian Love, Micah Parsons, and Lamar Jackson. So the Jalen Hurts run is over, but the Bears has begun. Same with the Barons, different positions, groups at least. But still, you know, they both had back-to-backs. But let's take a look at the team. Obviously, it's going to look a little different. Zion Johnson, though, is at least back. But once again, talked about it last week, Shatley played amazingly well. And if we suck with Zion Johnson back in the lineup, I mean, is there not a point of just putting Shatley back in as a starting spot? I don't know. I'm just saying. But running backs, obviously, everything's going to need to be changed. But this is basically the gist of it. And then on defense is what it looks like. Simply put, is what the team looks like. Obviously, we got to put Hellams in as the backup for most of the positions. And we'll go right in against this Seattle Seahawks team. But I guess we do need to see what their injuries look like, if they have any, and what that roster looks like. Obviously, Alberto is going to be out for a couple more weeks, and Monty Rice has a broken toe, out for 3 weeks. The Seahawks quarterback is Josh Allen, who I believe last time we actually gave him troubles. No, Javonte Williams with 88 speed, but a lot of power. The backup's not bad either. And then Casey Ramsey, really weird player because he doesn't have any trucking, but he's kind of slow, like a non-elusive back, but he is. 2 really solid possession kind of receivers. Sky Moore, decent slot, although lacking in speed on this team. Tight end, Freiermuth, solid. A lot of possession on this team. Left tackle's great. Left guard's really good. Center's really good. Right guard's decent. Right tackles, I mean, this is a really solid offensive line. Left end is still developing, but he's okay. Carl Lawson's pretty talented. DT is great at block shedding. He's okay at power move. DT2 is a little bit bad at both. The outside linebacker, Peter Person, who is a pass rusher, good but slow. Inside linebacker, slow but decent. Number 2 is really fast. Right outside linebacker, Jamin Davis, not really a pass rusher, but very athletic. Cornerback, solid athleticism and talent. Free safety's amazing. Strong safety's solid. It's a good team. But looking at what they want to do, it seems like run the ball, which is weird. Obviously, their deep accuracy is decent, but Short passing accuracy is their highest passer rating by a lot, kind of expected. You know what? Their deep accuracy is pretty, or their passer rating for deep is pretty good, when that in general will be the lower accuracy one, right? The lower passer rating, because that's the one where you get picked off the most, I would say, taking a shot and just getting intercepted. And then attacking them, they're really good in the pass game, it seems. Is that not factual? They're number 3 in rush, though. I guess we throw the ball medium because they don't like to run, have anyone run the ball. We'll stick with those guys as our focus training, change our lineup, use our upgrades, maybe pay some contracts, and head on in against the Seahawks with maybe Helms getting some revenge on his team. Now, obviously, it's probably more or less his fault that he's not doing that well, but at the same time, it could have been opportunities, Joining what it seemed to be a pretty stacked group of safeties. Maybe he'd be pissed, kind of ruining his career. 2 upgrade points for Jalen McKenzie. Got to assume that was a good upgrade. And even though it wasn't for zone, it was a good upgrade. Putting him at, 84 or 85 zone coverage now. Luke Hanks is a center. Needs the power blocking. Doesn't have it, so let's try to get it. And we'll take that upgrade. 2 to strength is nice, but he's obviously still really raw. Ashton Perkins, who's had a little bit of bouts with injuries himself. Agility style is his lowest. I'm going to go with pass blocking, I think. If we can try to get 1 to pass block itself, that would be amazing. And we do. So now we're into the green with that, which is nice. And then now agile style will be our next one. And then speaking of Austin Jackson, pass block kind of stuff is pretty much his issue, but I'm going to go with power blocking because that is more or less an issue for him, and it's obviously a nice upgrade usually. 3 to run block, 1 to strength. That is a nice upgrade. That is not bad at all, assuming that even works the way it's supposed to. And then the last technical starter would be TJ Allen with a zone coverage upgrade. I guess Cole Turner plays it a little bit now that Albert O's out, but 2 to zone coverage, which puts him at 78. Really hard for Helms to steal his spot, but definitely better than when he was over there with Kevin Byard and freaking Hufanga. Let's take a look at this upgrade. Some deep route running. I mean, it's not great, but it's something. He's a good player. Then Shatley, my boy with the funny name, going with some power blocking. He's been really good in the absence of Zion Johnson. Pass block power, run block power +3. I mean, he's really not good, but he played really well. To be fair, maybe it was the center that was picking up the slack. I don't know. But Max Duggan, 64 overall with decent upgrade. What could have been? Who knows? What could have been? Here we are in Seattle. It's a perfect game. Wish there was a little bit of rain. Never comes around with rain when we're here. But yeah, Tony Howes last week, kind of good. 181 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, a 20-yard run plus. Plus he had like a catch. I don't even remember how good it was, but almost 200 total, maybe even crossed it slightly. No breakout for anyone is pain, but we've been a little inconsistent with the quarterback. Try to get Fisher back on top with those touchdowns, interceptions. I mean, he's already on top, but further on top than he already is. It's been a little bit iffy lately. At least it wasn't bad throws, just bad decisions, which can happen. I mean, decision-making is the toughest part of the job. So as long as that part is the only issue and it's not accuracy, that's okay. Accuracy is something that should basically be a second feeling now. I don't even know what the saying is, but 17 sacks with his defense, which is not bad. 5 interceptions, which is but then the completion percentage, which is, 50% is pretty low. I mean, that's good. Ours is 76%, but the interceptions are higher. Sacks, not much lower. The dangerous return man, Marquise Goodwin, is back to receipt. Let's see if he can give us another spark. He's done it once before. Tries to do it again, can't quite, but gets to the 23. Nice little return. Mr. Fisher, the rookie quarterback, some ups, some downs, but overall some positive, especially lately when we're on a little bit of a win streak. Positive in the win-loss column and try to catch up to those Buffalo Bills. Not bad for season starts for a rookie. Almost 2-to-1 touchdown to pick ratio, which is good. Last week we started the ball game running a lot, and it worked out. Let's try it again, as this time, not going to happen. A little bit of a stand-up. Could have forced the ball out. We do gain 3, which is okay. It's not quite the start we had last week, but new week, new team, new scheme. Let's not going to block from the fullback. Gained about 2. Good job. Don't know what the fullback was looking at, and they're already squiggling us, and it's barely in the zone, which is really disappointing. To the outside, Jalen Naylor's been almost automatic on those. They leave it, we throw it, and we gain the first down. I'm just glad next year we can turn off the high C's. That's what I'm excited about. Out route for Dunn. And inside for the tight end. And I don't know what it is about that throw, but speaking of inaccuracies, he struggles with that one. I don't know what it is. The streak down the middle with the tight end, he misses it all the time. All the time. Like every single time, to be exact. It's crazy. And because of that, it's intercepted. And now comes out their offense and their quarterback, Josh Allen. The crazy one. I don't know. That's not really his nickname, but 12-3 for a touchdown interception ratio. Less yards, though, so we're doing something right. But now our 9th interception. That time, absolutely all on the quarterback, ironically enough, talking about how as long as it's not the accuracy, we're fine. What happens? Accuracy, not the read. Tyndall stepping all the time in the world to throw, and Josh Allen takes a large coverage sack of 14 yards from Nick Bonito, who has been cooking up. Going up against a very good tackle, one of the best in the league, and brings him down 14 yards backwards. This is where you would expect it to be like a quick throw, so maybe running this blitz here is a bad decision, but we're going to do it anyways, as we want to try and force them out of this situation into a punt. As Snead one-on-one. Oh, a little bit of a stand-up there, but the ref said that he was down long enough, and with that, we will force the really long 3rd down. Deep in, and McKenzie looking burnt there. Does get beat, but that will be okay as we stop into 4th down, and it's a field goal that might not be guaranteed. Nice little play by them, but overall, defense does its job, limiting them to what appears to be at best 3, and it curls back in for the successful field goal. That was really close. Here's the kickoff. Goodwin with another chance. The kick return is probably not a smart idea, as all the return blockers are on the wrong side, and Goodwin's going to be taken out of the 21. We lose a little bit every time. It's okay. It's fine. All right, the run game really didn't work, which is why we didn't go to it. We wanted to run the ball, and we couldn't, so force us into a pass. Oh, please. And pick number 2! Not necessarily an accuracy problem, but a bad blocking problem, as try to throw it deep to Jalen Naylor, who was open, and gets hit as he's throwing, and the ball is intercepted. Allen, Bishop one-on-one against the tight end, brings him down. That's a tough one. Fryermuth is no joke. You gain about 4 on the play. You got the inside slant coverage, but if that's an out route to any of them, which number 4 looks like he might be running one, it's not going to be easy to stop. And it's a bad route, but look at McKenzie! Mossed, but the left foot wasn't down. Trying to go for the swat smartly, didn't get it, and barely pushes him out as the last resort tackle. That was a close call. Late in cut, we're in some, nice. We're in some good coverage, and he's in some trouble. We'll be forced to do another punt. Good defense. Kick return only goes to the 22-yard line. Gonna try to get the run game going, but man, they probably know it's coming after the struggle in the pass game. We gain a yard, and that's it. Inside zone, Jalen Naylor. Target last time we threw a pick and couldn't get it out to him. He was wide open. Tony House not really looking that fast. Gains a few, but nothing crazy. We're gonna be forced back into a 3rd and 5. A couple of 3rd downs here already. Swiggles are on, but that's okay. And the tight end's open. Can't get the ball out, though, as they instantly pressure us. And that will be a punt. An absolute booming punt. All the way down to the 9 for Evans, which is just ridiculous. And Leo Chanel, finally. Hello. I didn't even know you were still alive. Honestly, a corpse out there. Just never does anything. Comes away with a nice tackle in the open space. Speaking of open space, the former Seahawk, Helms. And to the outside. Nice knockout by Allen. It's now a 3rd and 8. Defense is cooking up. Obviously, there's a little bit more than ours so far. Here comes Allen. Can't get outside there. I'm still trying to get outside. I can't, but the receiver doesn't help the quarterback, and that will be a punt. Both teams struggling mightily on offense. Us more than them, but not by much. Helms wearing a very interesting number. I thought we gave him something else, but I guess not. Nice block as Dunn is going to be on the return. Doesn't really get much of a chance at those, but he is elusive. Going to give him a shot at the punt return game. All right, offense. Let's maybe wake up a little bit, see if we can do anything. We're looking for a quick throw inside, and there it is to the tight end. Last time we threw to the tight end, it was an incompletion. The one before that, it was intercepted. Could really use a perfect game from here on out, as right now we're struggling, but luckily the score is still very manageable. Inside, there goes Kennedy. Perfect throw, about as easy of a throw as you can make, as Kennedy just got wide open. Jalen Naylor causing some problems for the defense. All right, RPO back over to Jalen Naylor. Speaking of, he'll get a chance. Gains about 6 or 7. Now the 2 tight ends, they're looking very tight, which means Cody can probably make a break. And maybe had a chance at it. Back of the end zone, that's tough. And once again, throwing the run. Not his strong suit. Looked really sick, but couldn't finish the play. Done. They have the outside leverage on him, though. And Fisher's going to have a chance to run. Don't fumble, please. To the 3 from the 2. Trying to right his wrongs. Almost add another wrong. Pitch to the right. This doesn't look terrible. Hufanga on that edge. Fullback takes Hufanga. Fullback takes anyone. Oh, it's 1 to beat. Can't do it. One-on-one tackle. That was amazing. Obviously, we weren't directly, straight on. We weren't vertical with him, but still pretty good job by the tackler to make that play. And the audible was wrong. Me anticipating the audible being right could have literally cost us the possession. He just doesn't want to run the route. All right. Okay, he said that was actually the correct route. A little bit of pass interference, but Dunn does it anyways. Nice catch. That was scary because I seen it was zone, but I seen the way that Kennedy was working through the press that the outside corner wasn't going to get to the spot. Dunn just needed to beat his press, which he did barely. We also had the slant wide open right there. Does it. Touchdown. And despite all the drama, we're actually up by 1 still, which is, kind of impressive if you really think about it. How this started, we should have been down by multiple possessions. Snead the rookie, and oh no. Oh! He missed it! Could have been like a 50-yard play at worst. Josh Allen did a great job there, and the receiver just T-Rex'd it. My man thinks he's in the freaking park. The Jurassic Park is what I was making it. Oh my God, what I was touching at in Leonard Fournette. That move he made on the DB was kind of sick. I want to see that again. That was filth. Look at this. Just changed directions slightly, but it just wasn't expecting him. I was expecting him to go straight on. He kind of just changed directions suddenly, and I just didn't expect it. And what a play by Tyndall, but that needs to be picked. Right in your hands. Josh Allen struggling just as much as Fisher, if not worse. Not as much pressure on Allen right now as, the pressure difference is just ridiculous. Nakobe Dean, one-on-one tackle, does just enough. Fournette carries him a little bit, but 4 yards is a lot less than a first down. Going to go with the press, try to get off the field here. Let's see if Montgomery maybe can make something happen. Or the 2-minute warning, or the second quarter anyways, which shows weird stats. Once again, they move the ball around a little bit better than us, but I guess not in the end. A lot more opportunities too, and those yards are really low, so give a shout out to the defense so far. This is the only real drive they've given up in this game, and it's still not over, although that looks pretty good to the 42, almost in field goal range. If there was ever a game to win for just field goals, this would be the one. Inside, it's a really nice play. And nice hit! Who was that? If that was Helms, I don't even know if he's on the field. Great block! Nakobe! Outrunning the receiver! Touchdown, Dean! I did not think he was going to outrun him, and he did. What a recovery and run. That man just sees the end zone. That's all he sees. Perfect throw inside. Should have had the chance to block or easily handle it, but it was Tyndall who's forced a bunch. And a touchdown for the defense. Obviously, the offense is struggling mightily, but this defense is looking a little championship caliber, if I don't say so myself. I'm just saying. We'll say they're still getting cooked up, but just the first previous drives only allowing field goals on short fields. And obviously, when they're bending, they don't break. They take the ball away, and the rest is history. And speaking of history, Tyndall trying to go for a record breaker for fumbles for us. He had a chance at another one there. 2nd and 3 now. This is where you need the rush. Bishop running near the line of scrimmage. Oh, my God. The one time, oh, thank God he went for the possession. It's smart because all they need is the first down, but if he takes that for the end zone, he might score. We pulled the safety off because I believe that we were going to win the one-on-one, but I didn't notice it was actually a wide receiver, I believe. And Dean's going to get locked up there. Blocking's perfect. Nice hit by Allen, but that will still be a massive 15-yard first down. Leonard Fournette looking really good for them right now. As I don't even remember seeing the starting running back. Where even is he? Is it just the scheme that's not allowing him to come out as much? Allen deep, and some pressure for once gets him. So far, 50% completion percentage, which for us is like otherworldly. Yeah, still only seeing Leonard Fournette so far. Tried to spin, get crazy with it, didn't happen. Bishop one-on-one, nice hit to the 25-yard line. Goes the Seahawks. 3rd and 3. Bringing some blitzes with the linebackers. This is a tough call. And he got pressured and missed the throw. Field goal. And I guess they missed it. 14-6, our ball. Okay. I mean, if there was ever no pressure on a quarterback after making a huge bunch of mistakes, this would be the game. 9-yard gain to Naylor. Going to go up the middle with Mr. House. Oh, we just noticed. I just noticed. Maybe you guys noticed before. But the center actually, in fact, was a superstar as he has been revealed. Maybe it wasn't Shatley. Maybe it actually was the center just carrying hard. I don't know. But whatever it was, I mean, I'm happy to see it. Didn't really believe in Derek Young, and every other route was covered. So it was either the tight end or Derek, and I didn't believe in Derek, even though he's been really good for us. So I apologize, Derek, for kind of crapping on you for no reason. And that is tough for Naylor. Didn't even expect him to stop, but I suppose that was his option. But typically on that option, you got a tight end coming in behind you. You would think he would have kept running so the tight end would get open, but I guess not. I'm just glad that it actually worked out. And House is going to be 3 yards short. This is going to be a punt. It was 3 yards. Or it was 5 yards, and I thought we could get at least 3+, and we kind of didn't. They're telling me to go for it. Our offense has been bad, but at the same time... Okay, where were the other plays, though? The other plays were way better. Play action is gutsy, especially with this offensive line, but I also really believe in the play, so I'm going to go for it. And we're just not even going to get a throw off. I mean, I did drop back a little bit, but at the same time, you could see that the lineman was getting beat. Maybe if I just stand tough in the pocket. I was going to take the tight end, but that's a long throw anyways, and obviously the inside would have been the better look. Bad decision. Probably should have kicked the field goal, even though, probably been more of a punt than a field goal anyways. Bad turnover on downs, similar to them, and he's not having it, but Allen still gets him anyways. Running away from Allen is Javonte Williams, who has been miles worse, and I mean miles worse, than Leonard Fournette, without a doubt, as Leonard Fournette gets killed himself. 3rd and 6 now. Trusting Helms a lot in this one. Obviously, you don't usually start a guy that just joined the team this early, but going against his former team, we just could not deny him. Huge hit by Bishop after getting burned by him. Sky Moore was McCollum, and to the 28-yard line. I would say making up for the failed chase down of Dean, but A, it's not technically his fault, and B, that was actually so slow by him that he kind of didn't still make up for it. And there goes Javonte, breaking tackles for a gain of only 2. Offensive line hasn't really done a whole lot for him. It's been a team effort for the defense, doing really well and pressing me right now. But, yeah, not really much he could have done there in fairness. And Snead trying to push. Wide open. It switches us late. And Quentin Johnston burns the DB and scores. Was that Quentin Johnston versus Marcus Jones? And is that why he was so open? It was not. It was McKenzie. I know McKenzie's not really an inside corner, but had to play it there, and he looks terrible right now. Goodwin with a much better chance to return this as it's shorter field, but blocks are still as bad as they ever are. I mean, so far, this game is good for no one. I mean, we really want to win this game because it's not good for stats on offense. I guess defense is okay. Could go to the tight end. And that is a tough throw, and I mean, not the cleanest break on that route. He was a lot more open before he made the break than, or looked like he was going to be a lot more open before the break than he actually was. But yeah, just a little bit overthrown regardless. Fisher buying some more time. We got some options, but I just want to take the guarantee as Fisher will gain about 9. I just haven't trusted the throws. I really haven't. There's been a couple of throws there that were open, and it just, I knew I could gain yards if I just ran. I decided to. Can't blame me, I don't feel. That's a tough throw. As the big tight end catches it down to the 34. Hufanga thinks he can get up there, and he just can't. No hard feelings, Hufanga, as not many can. That was impressive. Huge catch. Oh, that is an open. It wasn't that open, and that's a little behind him, but still caught. Bryce Cody is killing it this drive. 2 really tough possessioners. Even though technically there weren't possession catches, they were actually aggressive, but you know what I mean. Possession plays. And we have Jalen Naylor. Thank you, Jalen, for coming back. I just didn't trust him running into, like, danger or something like that. Definitely could easily argue that we're kind of seeing ghosts, I will admit. But at least it hasn't led to a pick just yet. Changes. That needs to be a better throw. Changed his direction slightly to make sure you wouldn't run out of bounds or into the safety and just miss the throw badly. Let's go with House. 3rd and 1. And wow, good job by House, trucking multiple players as nobody covered him. Even further out there is Kennedy on that jump ball look. Under pressure and not really going to get a clean one off. 2nd and goal now from the 5. Kennedy, I mean, if he's going to run that route, I need him to run. I mean, I need more time. I need more space. Throw it here. Is he going to leave it? A lot of slants, in fairness. That's a force. I just forced it. Down to the 1, though. Could get a safety. Another really bad decision. That one was just all us. Pre-snap read. I don't know why I thought I could get it right here when it's clearly he's going to run into him. I mean, good job by Kennedy to try and steal it, but the other guy just gets it. I mean, it's tough to throw the ball in there. That's why most teams don't do it. Got to do better than that, though. Just wasted a possession and threw another pick. Threw another one on his what was at the time kind of a clean record. Oh, it was a good fake out. Javonte breaking tackles, gets almost the first down. Not that it matters. Guess I'll call a timeout, but I guess it's kind of irrelevant. Ah! Those interceptions are pissing me off, dude. It's so annoying. But who else to blame? Nice hit by Chanel. I guess we call a timeout to make it interesting. We had another timeout would make more sense. Yeah, they're just going to kneel it. They're only down by 1 despite the absolute disastrousness that has been us. I don't know how the hell they're not leading. That would have caused the fight. I don't know how they're not leading in this game. I mean, this is easily our worst game of the season, yet defense is keeping us in it. And we're up by 1, so I mean, be happy to still be in it, I guess. Got to run the ball more in the second half and stop turning the damn ball over. And they do get the ball at the start of the second half, which is the worst part of it. But, yeah, it's just boneheaded plays. Obviously, that interception was really dumb, and the other one's not necessarily dumb. You know, that second one where you're throwing on the run and it was a short throw. Probably should have just taken the fullback, but the receiver downfield was so open. If he just gets it out there, which I know is a lot easier said than done. I mean, it's a massive play of like 30 plus. But you got to take what the defense is giving you. We're a little late on that turn. McCollum, it's just, I mean, these corners have looked a shell of themselves. Thankfully, the throw is out of bounds, but they just don't look as good as they used to. Okay, we have the train to change to cover 3 if we even have the time. Montgomery's not going to get over there. Forces the ball back inside. Huge hit by, not Tyndall. Actually, the safety. That was crazy, though. And we've been a little predictable, conservative on third downs. I think it's time to go with the blitz. And McCollum gets beat. Johnson is looking so fast, down to the 49, 50. Josh Allen's a tough guy to stop. That's why I wanted to get him, try to blitz him. He's been a little iffy against blitzes, but was really good on that play. Clutched up. And he is going to keep it. Nice cut inside for Godwin to the 46-yard line. 5 wide again, which has kind of been crushing us. On the 46, Nakobe Dean. Oh, false start by the right tackle, it seems. It's actually a neutral zone. Apparently, we caused that. I couldn't really tell at first because I wasn't looking at it. But Mike Morris caused it. Now it's a 2nd and 1. I mean, if there was ever a time to come with a blitz. When it doesn't look like one, too. And quick out, which, I mean, it's kind of a win for us. They do gain about 15, but still, it was pretty much a guaranteed play. It's more like 8, but anything that's a first down seems like a billion yards, so it doesn't really matter. Allen. See Chanel, Dean. Deep slant. I mean, there's no one to go for. Is that Benito again? 14 yards again. 2nd sack of the day. Benito's kind of him, dude. He's played well. He has played well. Knew we shouldn't have given up on him, and I'm glad we didn't. Try to cut it back right, as so does Leonard Fournette. 3rd and 20. Probable field goal, but just don't let them have the first down, dude. A lot of linebackers in here on a blitz. Deep drop, and there goes the sack. Benito takes it off him, and that will be a half for Marcus, half for Benito, and a punt with the pressure forcing him right into the arms of Nick Benito, who has crushed everyone's left tackle, no matter who they are. Done on the return. They are going to kick it pretty short, so you pretty much have to return this, as they likely were going to get to it. I don't know if they were, but last thing I need is us to be inside the 5. We can't even get drives going when it's not inside the 5, let alone if it was. Run to the right has been a little bit of an iffy one for us, but in theory, I like it. I should be not liking it in theory. This has just been kind of pathetic. I don't know what else to tell you. This has just been a really bad performance by us. Go to Tony House, who no one's on. Gains a lot. Trucks, but second guy comes in. 7. Double slant. Let's see if we can do something. Maybe done on the zig route. Inside is Kennedy. I mean, at that left side, the way the corner is playing that, I was like, okay, I'm either throwing this done, I'm throwing this to Kennedy, and it ends up going to Kennedy first down. We got the players on the wrong side there, but they still have 5 on the front, and I don't trust our fullback, who, I mean, we pretty much have to run away from. Tony House fights for 9. And for justice. Yeah, I'm not sure why I said that, but fought for 9 at least. At least that part's true. 2nd and 2, Tony House again. And Tony House fighting, gains a good chunk. It's the whole offensive line that's played pretty badly. It's not like it's just, Zion comes back and it's Zion's fault. The whole offensive line has been bad. Quick out for Cody. It's not really even quick, but kind of the look. Dunn burning. Dunn gets about 9. That's all right. Maybe go for some wild play action for a shot. RPO, not a great job by Cody, but, I mean, it should have been the right tackle there instead of him. And either way, we get the first down. That's the main goal. The safety's kind of coming up. This could be a shot to Kennedy. Nah, safety doesn't come up. It's a fake out. The nailer's open. And thank God that wasn't overthrown as the safety's there. The DB in general, whoever it is there, would have had a chance. I think it was cornerback Shaquille Griffin. I don't like the inside leverage play on that. Well, actually, yeah, on the out route, it's inside leverage, so I didn't go for it because of that, as the deep post at this range would not have been viable. That looked really open. If it was middle of the field, I would have taken that play, but not middle of the field. That deep post is never going to happen. Double in. And Fisher's got some room. And just completely misses the block. Fisher does gain about 5, though. 3rd and 4, which is manageable. Did what he could to create a chance. Tight end wide open inside. Not the great catch. Oh, my, what a hit. Not the greatest catch, but corrals it, gets it going, first down. I really don't like Cody's route. I want it to be like a shorter version of that. To the fullback, who fights to the 1. Let's hurry up to the line. The original play. Oh, my, they're ready for it, aren't they? And there we go. Kennedy this time burns off the line. Nobody there to save the day, and we will score the touchdown. And, of course, the extra point is missed. Our ensuing 8-point lead has now been turned to 7. Nice. Of course, they should be closer anyways because they missed a field goal, but field goal a little bit easier to miss than an extra point. Huge gain for Javonte to start out basically the 4th quarter. Passing the ball is really the only thing that's worked, and even that's been obviously super iffy as we've thrown 3 interceptions in this one. They haven't really thrown interceptions, but they also haven't really gotten down the field much, so it's still basically the same thing as an interception, turning the ball over short, as Leonard Fournette fights for another first down. I mean, we're not even ready for the pass game. That's how hard we are coming after this run, and we still can't stop it. They threw the ball last play. They gained like 20 probably, and I can't get out there, and McKenzie runs up, stops, and kind of retreats. What are you running from? Get in there. Make a play, would you? Unbelievable. Kobe Dean on the blitz. Try to cut back as Leo Chanel gets beat, but he does enough to hold it on. Tyndall cleans it up. It's now 3rd and 4. We talked about it before. Our 3-4, our guys on the edge aren't really good pass rushers, but they are fast, and that's what we're hoping for, is just to overload them. And that's really all you need. Oh, my. We're not going to get there in time. Try to rack the ball out, and it just didn't happen. Rake, that's the word I'm looking for. Another 3-4, which obviously puts the pressure on some non-pass rushers to get in there. Oh, we gunned it inside, and we get stiff-armed by a running back on a DT. Come on, dude. We sometimes have DBs that take those guys down one-on-one. Helm's going against a very good wide receiver. Number 14, Godwin. And that's actually not that bad, and McCollum kind of gets a poke out of there. 3rd and 5. Once again, blitzing hasn't really worked, but either is sitting in coverage, so I'm going to jump over to number 88 last second, which I don't think we have enough time to do so, but the blitz gets there. Sacked by Eddie Bishop, and he might be out of field goal range again. They're going to have to punt it. The defense carrying from the 45-yard line. If that ball, wasn't 4th and 18, they'd probably have to go for it. Oh my God. It hit the thing, the pylon. If it didn't hit the pylon, that would have been out at the 1. That was an insane punt. I almost took it because that's how good of a punt it was. Run game's been bad, so we're going to go with the play action. Kenny's not that open, but he's a big man, so I trust him. First down. Dunn. This actually looks pretty good, but can we trust the blocks on that left side? I don't know. We can. Nice. Dunn's got some room. Nice juke move. Spins out of the way. Could have maybe tried to stiff arm, but went for the protection of the ball, as all we need to do is just clock him or score, and 18 yards is a hell of a way to do it. Don't need any more than that. That's a great start. House on the stretch, and finally some room to run. House gains about 4. But another tough one on the ground. We usually have a good game, really bad game. Good game, really bad game. And there goes our boy Naylor. Nice route. Gains 12 to the 35. Good blocking, clean. Everyone was happy. Turner maybe scores if I wait for him, but I've learned that we don't really have a whole lot of time to be reading the defense. It's just, you just got to gun it at this point. First route you see that's open is the guy you throw to. And the running back just moves for some reason. Not really sure what that was about, but cost us what could have been a first down and then some. Play action. I mean, if I need this to Kennedy, we take that. Oh my God, he just tied. Yeah, maybe not the best couple plays in a row, but the offense is starting to open up a little bit in the pass game. It's just we've had a couple mistakes that just, really didn't help us. And there goes Naylor. What a throw. That was close. I thought he overthrew him. Put it on the money, first down to the 16. Once again, any score kind of wins the game, so us going this crazy for the pass game is a little iffy. This run game, though, looks really bad on this play. I wish it wasn't Turner, but he's the guy on this play. Turner! What a try! How did the ball just go up like that? I thought it was going to be picked. Quick throw inside to Cody if nobody drops. Done. Miss because of the pressure. Like, we should be wasting the clock, but at the same time, at worst, at worst, they're going to get the ball back. So putting up a touchdown to win the game is obviously what I want. Field goal is nice, but it doesn't win the game. Touchdown definitely does. To the running back. Turn up field. House. Misses it by a yard. Obviously, you still kick the field goal. You have no choice. And even that's missed. Or do they go for... I don't even know, dude. But it's a 7-point game with 3 minutes left. All right, Dean. Wish you would have knocked the ball up, but okay. Josh Allen limited to hard. Didn't throw the interceptions that our guy did, but... I mean, turnovers, punts, same thing. If you're not scoring, it's not scoring, no matter how you look at it. Yeah, that's where we're... I can't even say that because ours is a hook, not a deep blue. That's a deep shot. Yeah, probably should have been back there. Bishop. A lot of safeties, man. Going against freaking wide receivers. I hate it. What can you do? Got to leave the running back a little bit there. Nice catch. Gains 2. Don't go over to the tight end. He maybe delivers that throw. I don't know. 2-minute warning, but it's really the 1:59 warning because clock operator's slow and they don't want to fix it. They're too lazy. Kobe Dean playing the inside. The outside route is open, but because of the pressure, we'll force a 3rd and 5. Casino blitz. We're going for it all. I mean, there's not even someone on the damn fullback. And McKenzie could have been a hero, and he hesitated like he has all afternoon long. And, I mean, I had 2 routes to cover. I figured, and he missed. I was about to say, I figured it's a tougher throw, tougher play to make all the way out there rather than the wide open underneath. It's going to gain a first down anyways. Made the right call. 2nd and 10. I mean, that's 2 people to throw to, and we almost had the bait. 3rd and 2. I mean, what can you do? What can you actually do there? Underneath, that's easy. Keep switching me the wrong players. First down to the 30. 1:08 left. They're obviously kind of moving here. I don't like the 3-4 look, but I don't hate it for coverage. I just hate it for pass rush. Out route. That's all right. Nakobe Dean forces it. And Bishop could score. Bishop's got a head of steam. Allen's in pursuit. Won't catch him, and that'll be game. The forced fumbles of the defense, locking this team down to 13 points for the majority of this game. Over the middle, I thought it was incomplete at first because it kind of looked like a dead ball, but he obviously carried it forward, takes the hit, and fumbles. Nakobe Dean is your player of the week. The missed extra points, the missed field goals, the missed everything. Missed the freaking team bus when we make you walk home. Nice, good job by McCollum there. Tried to get over there last second. I saw that the main streak route was going over to the safety. Let it happen, and boom. Is that Ellison? Do we have an injury? Switch me to McCollum or not. Nakobe Dean gets beat, but he does enough to help. Oh, wow, that is tough to cover. McKenzie has a chance, and he knocks it out, but almost gets mossed again. They're going to try to run this for the first down? Are they crazy? This has got to be a throw. And, I mean, give him credit. For some reason, somehow on a run commit, the fullback gets a dive for 3 yards. I don't know how that's physically possible, but sure, go for it. Come on, Dean, get a pick. Add another freaking turnover-type play to your stat line, your player of the week. Maybe even get a breakout. He's got a chance. I don't want to go for it because if it deflects back, or like that, I don't know how the hell we don't pick that, but if you say so. And can't run 3-man deep twice, so they have the advantage now. Quick out. Jones, tiny. Like, what a play. What a play, dude. Imagine you lose a game because you have the play call limit thing on and you can't run 3-man deep. Morris in deep pursuit. Coverage sack. Snead with the coverage sack. It's a Hail Mary, dude. You just got to throw it. What do you think? Someone's going to break free wide open in the end zone 70 yards down the field with everyone out there? I don't even know. Josh Allen seeing ghosts. He hates the Miners. He hates the Miners, which, hey, nice to see the rich celebrity finally hates the Miners. 27-13. Josh Allen, we are his kryptonite. Simply put, we are his kryptonite. Of course, we did not play well on offense ourselves, but obviously better than them. They had so many opportunities because of the interceptions, and they were able to score 13 whole points. That is it. 13 whole points. And that's the stats. I mean, that's not a great game, but it's a win nonetheless. And we move on to 5-3. Obviously, Fisher's not his perfect, most proud moment. Tony House, definitely not his most proud moment, I'll tell you that much. Receiving Naylor was all right. Cody was solid like he usually is. Kennedy was decent with a touchdown. Deveron Dunn wasn't great, but he did get a touchdown. House with 16 yards receiving. Sack totals, Nick Benito, 2.5, which is amazing. Bishop with 1, Snead with 1, half for Jones. 2 interceptions for Byard. 1 for Dean, who had a forced fumble and a fumble recovery touchdown. And then Jamin Davis had an interception. Obviously, player of the week, or at least I really hope so, is Nakobe Dean, but we'll see. And we have a couple of upgrades, which is pretty cool. Mr. Eddie Bishop. I almost said Nakobe Dean because I seen his upgrade in there, but wow, what a terrible upgrade. Bishop's pretty solid, though, with 84 zone. Nick Benito probably does need some help on block shed, but we got to get these edge rushers at least elite before we even think about block shedding. He's not even in the 80s yet, even after that upgrade. Nakobe Dean field general is obviously a great upgrade, and in general, he is a scheme fit archetype at that. So why wouldn't we? Zone is 69, block shed 69. It's just the 69s. Mike Morris, he's a decent power blocker or power block shedder. So if we can get his power move to like 90, 91, then we'll probably move to block shed. But he is really talented, and now is 88 power move. And then Brian O'Neill, who's hit or miss, I guess needs finesse blocking the most. So agile for a tackle is not really a bad decision. And the upgrade was actually pretty good. Run block's 87 now. He's amazing. Just doesn't really play like that. Either way, though, we ended up winning the game 5-3. We're not far off the Bills with a division rival in the Dolphins coming up next. At the midway point, your team's in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? I believe this, we're dangerous. You just want to be in a position with Super Bowl, of course, that will happen. You need, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. But that's going to be it. Iffy performance that leads to yet another victory. The streak is continuing, yet we did not play well. We cannot continue to play like that on offense, otherwise we will lose a lot of games. We were lucky that Seattle also had issues. Like I said, we play better on the road. Now we have to play against Miami at home, so we'll see how that happens, see what happens there. But 4-4 for them. Obviously, my Buffalo's still on the top at 6-2, and then Patriots are just like they're dead in the water at this point. But that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate your continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK Plays for non-Madden content, which might have been a Star Wars Jedi Survivor episode yesterday over there. Maybe check it out. If I didn't, I apologize. There'll be one on Friday then, or maybe both. We'll see what happens. But that's about it. Let me know if there's something you think I could have done better. Don't say, oh, you could have threw the ball better and not thrown it a million interceptions. Like, yeah, but I mean, like, is there a position change you think? Should Helms start? Should Helms not even be number 2? Something like that. Let me know in the comment section below. You want to see more of Escobar or something? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.